Hey guys, welcome back. We are here at the Jacksonville project that you guys have been seeing me talk about a lot. 39 days ago, when we first started this project, is when we did all the construction, and we're here today with fellow Subto students in the community, and we're walking through the finished product, and they're getting to see what we created in these past 39 days. Don't forget, if you haven't, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and check the description below. I'll see you. You have to ask yourself, do you want to go with Wi-Fi so you can change the code very easily if somebody moves out, etc. You can always have your cleaner have access to the app. That's what I'm doing with her. I'm not actually not going to hook these up for Wi-Fi. She'll have the credentials of the app because I just want these to last longer, because these will go through batteries, right? So she'll every time the room turns, she'll replace the code. Okay. All right. Made a hallway here. Boom. Hallway, bathroom. You come in here as well. I put septic system. So notice on the remodel in the bathrooms, I don't know how good your memory is. I did a quick reno, right? And the reno that I did here is, Matt, do you want to come around here so you can see and catch this? Yeah, so the reno I did, guys, I got a full-time cameraman coming, by the way. The reno that I did was the light fixture, the mirror, the vanity, and we floated the floors and put quarter rounds. And then we did the toilet. Did you guys? I don't know if you guys remember this bathroom. It's a big. And I'll take you to the other one and you'll be able to see as well. Also, you notice I put, be considerate, clean up after yourself. Septic system. Even though there's not a septic system, I do that for a psychological. There you go. Like, I don't want them to shove stuff down the toilet, you know, anything like that. You know what I mean? That's good. So, boom. So that's that. Nice. Go ahead. Thank you. You're welcome. Sorry, Matt. Sometimes you got to get in awkward spots, man, to get the right. You got to get the right angle, right? This room or this bathroom as well. I don't know if you guys remember this bathroom here. Look here. I mean, this thing looks. Again, I did the whole reno on this thing for like $2,000. Wow. We recoated the tiles, painted them, did floors, toilet, new vanity, new light fixture, new mirror, and then there was those ugly medicine cabinets here and those ugly old 1960 soap bar, big bulky things that were hanging out. We knocked those out and we just went clean. So, I mean, you're talking night and day. And if you look on my social media, you'll see I did before and after pictures on this. So it cost me about $2,000 to do this, right? Instead of rip it all up, stuff like that. And these old tiles and these old tubs will last forever. The only thing, the paint, when you reglaze them, they call it reglazing, that doesn't last forever. 4 to 5 years, depending if you're using bleach and stuff like that. You're not supposed to use bleach on this stuff because it'll peel it up and make it chip over time. You know. Here's another bedroom here. Yeah, another bedroom, little artwork, little lamp. We got a lamp for this table as well. This room, again, right around $239, you know, a week.
So this one will get a little mini fridge at some point, right?
No, this one's not gonna have I don't have a mini fridge for this one. So there's only 3 bedrooms in this house that has mini fridges.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, they'll have access to the main fridge in the home. Awesome. So a lot of these guys who have mini fridges, they're just going to store some drinks, maybe some warm up, because it's not only a mini fridge, it's a freezer too. Okay. So they can store like little foods, you know, frozen foods, stuff like that. Yeah, off Amazon. So if you go on the, my any YouTube video, or if you go on the my IG, you'll see that I have a whole everything you see here. I have a whole entire shopping list. You guys can download it for free. Nice. Right? Okay. Download it and you can buy any product, and it literally, you can furnish a whole entire house like this in about an hour on Amazon, because you're just adding things to the cart. Boom, 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 boom. And so I did that quick. That's how all those Amazon trucks come. So you know, to see that, it was funny. So go on there if you want to get access to the Padsplit shopping list. So this is another premium room. Again, right around that $239 range. I'm going to start them, maybe even $249. This market, that's a little bit higher, just so you guys know, based on the market competition and the market that we're in. But again, I'm providing a premium product. I have a premium location. I have a nice neighborhood. I also have everything that we've done, it's premium, right? And so I'm okay with asking for a premium. Typically, just so you guys know, based on this zip code, which is 32210, I believe, they estimate in the first 7 days you should have your first member. In the first 30 days, you should be at 80% occupancy rate based on Padsplit statistics. The reason why I know this stuff is because I go into a resource tab and I look up the data for this specific zip code. So same thing, you can see how uniform everything is here. Door number, door lock, every single bedroom has a mirror, you get a nightstand, you get a bed. And by the way, these beds, they're not bad. No, come feel these. I mean, same thing with the pillows. They're not bad. You know, they're quality. I mean, this is not like, you know, magazine pillows, you know. Refrigerator, make sure that's working.
What is the cord on the bed?
What's that?
What is the cord on the bed?
Oh, that's just an extension cord.
Oh, this is...
Yeah. So we'll give them a power block,
Okay.
right? So that will go on there.
I didn't see that.
So yeah, this will hang out, boom, like right here, somewhere, right there, so they can, you know, put in their, you know, laptop, stuff like that. Yep, boom. Same thing here, guys. This is going to be locked as well. Want to make sure that we put storage here, and I can either rent it out or keep it locked, whatever I want, or I can make it use it as a manager's closet.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever I want to do. Lots of storage in this home. This, I don't know if you guys remember, this was one of the portions of the living room, and then we had this other portion of the living room. I'm starting to see a lot of smiles.
Yeah.
You guys are like, whoa, this really folded out how you thought. But, so this is one of the bedrooms here. Probably $229 a week on this one. I don't have a fridge, and I don't have a desk in this room. Just want to point that out. So I won't get as much, but this person will get. You know, I can actually ask for a little because they will have a little porch. Now the only thing is, I'm not going to allow them to bring furniture in there, this area.
Yeah.
It's a case by case. You can, if you want, to make them feel more at home, but it's case by case. Yeah. If this individual is a smoker, I definitely don't want. I'm always thinking, this is the way my brain thinks. If they're smoking, they have this door open, right? I have the bar on, but if the door is open, they're smoking, that smoke smell's coming in here. Right? So you want to think like that when you're doing stuff, right? You kind of want to look at the big picture of everything you're doing with these members. So again, $229, $239. I'm going to start my rooms higher. I'm going to be a little patient. What I'm doing is I'm removing that move-in fee to get people in here a lot quicker. Yeah. You know?
So with this one having the access, wouldn't you be able to, I mean, you should be able to charge quite a bit more for this one.
Well, this isn't considered a private access, just so you know. They still have to commute through the front door to get to their bedroom. If there was a private access, I have a fridge and I have a desk, yes, correct. Because it's all based on the type of amenities you have per bedroom as well. Okay. So this room, I have a ceiling fan. Every single room, if you notice, I put ceiling fans. Every single room, smoke detector, right? We're doing things up to code. So smoke detector, and you'll see how I have my fire safety. I mean, he's a firefighter. He'll know. Like, you'll see some of the stuff I have in the kitchen to also help people. But people aren't cooking a lot. People are getting Uber Eats. But I found everybody getting Uber Eats. Everybody's getting delivery food, stuff like that. Right. You know, they're just getting cheap stuff, you know. And then if they do cook, it's a quick, like, warm-up meal in the microwave. So, I mean, it's not then like, you know, they're doing a full blown-out meal. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be the hottest room, for sure. I love it. So, here's another, here's another room as well. They're just finishing off hanging out the blinds. Now, I try to get creative as possible. Now, one thing I want to point out is you notice every single room we've been in, it has a reach-in closet. Right. That's another thing you get a premium for if you have a reach-in closet. Well, with this room, I didn't have the really functionality of getting a reach-in closet in here when we were doing it because we just have for the electrical. So we went with the dresser, which is okay, and that's per the requirement. And then what I did is we went through these and we attached these to the studs. So you can hang on this thing. Like this is there. And then we do 5 hangers per thing. So they can put their shirts here and then they can put their folding clothes here and then they can get ready, boom, like, ooh, I look wonderful, right? So they can get ready with the mirror. Then they'll have the desk here as well. And then they're just finishing off putting up the blinds and stuff like that. Again, a fan, a smoke detector, they got everything they need. Yes, that had a reach-in closet. I only did, and this is my brain thinking, the way I think. I only have reach-in, there's only 2 rooms that don't have reach-in closets. That's these 2 center bedrooms because they're so small. These are just about 90 square foot apiece. So when I went to measure, we took measurements when Jose was here, I said, I need at least 90 square foot, right? You could do minimum of 80 square foot, but I try to get 90 square foot room. The minimum on Padsplit is 80 square foot. Right? A parking space is about 120 square foot. So you got to think these are small rooms. You have to think of that. Now, the only thing I don't like about these, over time, these will break, people open them, these break, the track breaks, stuff like that. Out of a reach-in closet, if I spend a couple extra dollars, think about a closet. They're not going to break a closet. There's nothing for them to break in there. There's just a bar and some hangers. Another thing I want to mention, on this wall here, this is also a soundproof wall. Okay. This is a soundproof wall. They cannot hear each other on the other side. Now, again, noise will travel under the door and stuff like that. But again, I'm mitigating as much as possible. Right? So.
Did Jose do this?
Yes, Jose. I went with Jose.
You went with him?
I went with him.
He did a great job.
Yeah, he ended up being, he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Jose is phenomenal. Yeah, he had his tape measure. He had his tape.
I remember that.
Yeah, he had his tape measure, and that was it. And so, like, going back to the contractor thing, like, I always try to judge my contractors. Are they showing up with a marked card? Do they have marked shirts? Do they have insurance?
Right.
You know, do they have a team? Are they local? Do they have reviews? Do they have references? Can you walk other projects that they have done? Don't be afraid to ask them, hey, can you show me 2-3 projects that you've done? Get a feel for them. Especially, listen, if this is your first project, you might not have the risk tolerance or experience that I have where I can feel it, right? So I know what to look for. Same thing with my electrical guy, licensed and insured. I asked them for their license and insurance when they did that. Especially when it comes down to electrical, people are doing stuff that can cause fires. You want to make sure you're doing things to code, right? So these licensed insured, we looked it up. I got a copy of it. It's all super legitimate. I had them send it by email. Another thing too, court records will always go based off email, not text messages. They want to go based off email. If you ever want to have, like, you want to look back on history on something, right? So same thing, a replica of the other room there. This room has a dresser. It's got the bar and the hangers, the light, the fan, the smoke detector, the mirror, some artwork. And you don't have to go crazy with the artwork, guys. Just put something on the wall. Now, I would have put something a little bit bigger than this, but this is fine for now. Yeah, it gives it a nice little touch. It doesn't feel like, you know, hey, like, again, it's the hominess of it.
Right, exactly.
Same thing here. This is a soundproof wall as well. Just soundproof wall.
Awesome. Yeah.
Right? Come in, use the code. Yep. And then here's another one. 7 here. Reach-in closet. Right? Reach-in closet. Come on. Same thing here. Soundproof this wall. This was remember, we didn't have to build this whole wall. It was an opening with a barn door, right? We did build this closet though.
Yeah.
The closet we added. The desk, and this is more of a premium room because we put a desk in here with a lamp as well. Doesn't have a mini fridge. Now, we also think from an aspect of we don't want to make it look too cluttered, especially for photos. When people are looking at your properties online, they shop with their eyeballs. It's kind of like when you're booking a vacation, right? So you want to make sure that your property is showcased where it's not too cluttered and it showcases really well, right? And then, you know, with the closet as well, it's a decent sized closet, 5-6 hangers with a bar, and make sure you get racks in them too. Right? That's one thing also I didn't include, or I didn't factor in when I was quoting with Jose, were the racks. I had to pay extra out of pocket for that. And so, by the way, for Jose to do every single thing in this house, it came out to about $15,000.
Wow, okay.
Just so you guys know.
And that does originally around what? Right?
About 10, right? And but by the way, that doesn't include the ventilation, the vents, the AC vents, and that doesn't include the power.
Okay.
So we put the walls up, we did the rough in for the power. We only had to do that in a couple rooms. We did the rough in, and then we did the ACs. The guys were able to work through the attic and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, and then any holes that those guys had to make, which were very minimum, they came back in and they patched behind them, right? So, but yeah, so all in all, the electrical, the HVAC, all the drywall, the painting, the finishing, just the labor to get the thing up and running was about, all the construction done for the construction side to get the shell of the property where it needs to be before we start furnishing and stuff like that, about 20 grand. Okay? Factor in about $20,000 for a home like this size. This home was a 3.2 before. It is about 1,600 square foot. Okay? So just a guy to give you guys some reference. Kitchen. We did a 4-person table, even though this place has 8. This is just for people to sit, have a meal real quick. I mean, people are in and out. They work 2 jobs. You know, you don't have to worry about, like, you know, everybody needing to have a place to sit. This isn't a Thanksgiving dinner. Okay? So remember, you don't need to buy 8-person's table. Right? Also, I could have went with a square table, but what fits this area is round. Right? Those aren't big things. These aren't really big things. Other than that, the kitchen is fully loaded with all the amenities that they need. Obviously, you have the oven, the major appliances, but you also have, like, you know, your blender, pots and pans that are somewhere around in one of these. Yeah, look, pots and pans. They have all the utensils that they need to cook if they ever wanted to cook. We have our label gun, which she'll go around and make labels when she's ready. It has everything that they need. I mean, there's not really anything that they will need. The small mini fridges that we have in the bedrooms as well, keep in mind, that's also going to help people help traffic from in this area. People can store their stuff in their room. They don't have to come out here and grab their soda. They don't have to come out here and grab a snack or something they want to keep in their fridge. And also, they don't have to worry about people stealing their food, right? So again, it's always you always want to think of a scope of thinking, like, how can we mitigate from people having minimum amount of interaction. Like obviously they're gonna have interaction, but you know, hey man, someone took my soda,
sandwich.
right? My sandwich, whatever. Also for a fire safety point, really, the proper way is you really want to get these tagged every year, and that's all that is a person coming here certifying these. This is not a tagged fire extinguisher. I recommend if you want to take the extra step, get a tagged one. You're probably looking at, you know, $100 per year for them to come out here and inspect it. Just make sure that they're working it. And these are just fire blankets where they just open them up. There's a fire and they throw it away. You know, throw it over the blanket. Super simple. Have three sources here. I also have another fire extinguisher by the dryer as well. You'll see that I have rules above the dryer as well. Obviously, dryers are very common for fires. People have lint in there. They don't clean it. You know, so you want to think about these type of areas where you're at. As far as the oven, we're getting a greased plate for the bottom of them, just for the simplicity of cleaning. And so the cleaner can come in here, clean it really quick, and get on with their day. Boom, that's that. This will, everybody will have access to this as well. Yep. I went with a refrigerator, just so you guys know. Two things: I went with a refrigerator without an ice maker, and I went without a water dispenser. It's just one more thing that can break.
Right.
I want to keep it super simple.
Flood or something.
Yeah, you just want to keep it super simple. I think from that aspect, you know, when I'm doing these type of things, keep it super simple. I do have other properties that do have those. I'm not gonna lie, I do have other properties that have those, but this property, again, I'm going for more simplicity than anything, and just trying to think from a longevity standpoint of like, I won't have to fix that, or I have to replace that, right? Stuff like that.
Don't spoil them too much.
Yeah, exactly. Don't spoil them too much, right? This area will just continue to stay a laundry room. Everybody will have access to this. People will have to do laundry on their own schedule, and they'll coordinate with each other when they're able to do their laundry. You know, people get used to the flow of stuff. I have another property where it's a multifamily property, and there's one utility room where their washer and dryer is. People start understanding their schedules. Yeah. They can communicate with each other. They can message each other. Hey, Johnny, are you done doing laundry? Yeah. They'll have each other's contact information, so they'll be able to coordinate with each other. So for this, we'll put, even though that I have these signs, and we screw them to the wall through the studs so they can't pull them off. Even though I have the signs, we'll put another label here for cleaning out the dryer vent. Make sure they're pulling this out every time, cleaning out the dryer vent. They'll get one mop, they'll get one broom, they'll get 2 trash cans. I have 8 people here. It's their duty to pull out the trash every week. That's why it's also important to have your cameras. You want to make sure that you don't have 10 piles of trash outside and people aren't taking out the trash, right? You want to make sure you keep an eye on that, you know? And then this is the last number 8 bedroom as well. This is the big grand opening. I don't think you guys.
Yeah,
he's the most excited. He's the most excited. He's the most excited about this. So I was gonna do a couple things here. So we'll close this just for reference. I was gonna do a couple things here, being that this is like a dead space right here. By the way, I was gonna do like a kitchenette, build a kitchenette, and then charge even more of a premium for this room. Like I'm talking about like, you know, $280 to $300 a week premium for this room. You know. I didn't end up doing it just because budget's really tight. So I was like, I didn't do it. So I'm just going to charge a premium for this room. So I didn't make it a nice room. So this person here, yeah, it's like the master pretty much.
It's separated from everybody.
Yeah,
Kind of has a privacy.
pretty much. Yep. Pretty much. So what's going to happen is these members will not only get detailed photos of their room, they'll get a floor plan of the whole entire house per dimension. So when the photographer comes in here tomorrow, he's going to give me a floor plan of the whole entire home. That way they don't have to guess how big the room is, how much stuff I can fit, what location the room's in on the home, stuff like that. And remember, they also get other members. They know the members that are in the house. When they book the room, they'll say, Johnny on room 1 is an introvert. Susie in room 3 is an extrovert. Stuff like that. One thing too, I haven't decided yet, and I think I'm just going to go all male. I haven't decided. I might go a little bit of a mixture because it's a good thing. I mean, there's pros and cons both on both of them. I'm probably going to keep this an all male property, just kind of like what I told you guys last time, just to kind of, you know, you don't want issues, but you can have issues both ways. The only issue is that it can affect my occupancy rate getting to that 100% quickly. Right? So you have to think of that as well. Do you want to be patient? Stuff like that. The more filters you have on, the less people who could book your property, and then in return, it can affect your occupancy rate. Right? So we're talking, depending on the market, depending on the zip code that you're in, there's a lot of variables. You're talking about 30 days to reach about 80% occupancy rate. Padsplit has data for occupancy rates when you go to their website, just so you know. So you come in here, we added the closet as well. I don't know if you guys can see that from here. Got the closet, boom. Got a closet, same thing as the other. This would be a premium room.
Oh,
I'm probably going to try to charge like $259 for this room. And people like that know the market, they're probably, man, these rates are really high, or watching this. But again, I have a premium product. I have a really nice neighborhood. It's walkable. It's safe. The neighborhood's safe. People feel safe in this neighborhood. Yeah, and these beds, like feel this. Feel this. This is memory foam beds. Like people are going to want to sleep here. People are going to want to stay here for a long time. They're not going to want to move out of here. You know. So yeah, I can feel that he's in the doghouse a little bit. So if you want, we open up tomorrow. So just to let you. Yeah, there you go. There you go. But one thing also I want to point out to you guys, I'm not sure if you guys have decided to get into Padsplit or not, but this same exact product that I built will be across all my properties. So now I have good SOPs in place to where I can pass it along, good manuals, good shopping lists in place, good everything, right? Where it's completely hands off. Like the guys that I hired to build this furniture, to build all this furniture, I literally handed them a Google Doc per bedroom for the layout of the home, and they didn't have to ask any questions. I literally got hit with like 1 or 2 questions for the 3 days they were here. They knew exactly where the paintings went. They knew exactly how the bed will go. They knew exactly how everything. Then I have my quality control person, which is Janet, who was here a second ago. She left already. She came through and double checked everything. Is the furniture put together right? How's the artwork? Does she recommend putting somewhere something else? Like I gave her that permission, right? But I'm able to streamline this, and now I can go on another property, boom, super confident. You have SOPs in place, and you can pass those SOPs along to one of your team members or someone you're going to hire, or a partner, stuff like that.
And like going forward, will you call Jose most likely?
In this market, 100%, 100%. Once you have a good contractor, you don't get rid of them. You don't have to keep looking.
Right.
So yes, I will still go with Jose. He's phenomenal. He did great. He showed up on time. He's very transparent. He took a little bit longer to inspect it. It took him about 12 days to do all the construction work, but still not bad. I know. Yeah, about 12 to 14. All right, maybe it was 14. Maybe it was 14. But my point is, I mean, we got everything done from, and when I say the number 39 days, that is from the time I closed on the property till when everything was done, furnished, everything's ready to go. Literally today, she's just doing a blind in here, a blind in the other room, labeling, and finishing program the door locks, and that's it. She was supposed to be done yesterday, and actually everything was supposed to be perfect. So it's okay. Things don't always happen as planned. Yeah. And then this side as well, if you come through here.
You were planning to do this for storage and then rent it out, correct?
Yeah, so I could do a couple things here. I could do storage here, but they're not going to have access to this area right now. This is just going to be a storage area for us. The wall, just to the finish. I have a camera right there that will stay there as well. Always can monitor this area, make sure no one's like fondling this area, breaking in this area, doing something they're not supposed to be doing, stuff like that. But yeah. So put some storage racks up, rent them out, stuff like that. And all in all, I should do, right around $6,000, $6,200 a month gross. Should be right around, again, my hypothesis is about $62,000 or $6,200 a month on this one property. I should net hopefully around $1,500 a month on this one property. Yeah, offer expenses, net in the pocket, done, over with. That's it. We're talking, anywhere between 25 to 30% cash on cash return, around a 6 cap. When I have exact numbers of what these bedrooms are rented for, I'll do another recap. So this Tuesday, if you guys haven't seen already, I'm doing a live Q&A case study for this property. I'm going to talk about this property, right? Kind of doing a recap. I'll have some more numbers. I'll have more official numbers of what I've spent on the property, how long it took. I'm going to get a little bit more of the nitty gritty as far as, I'm doing that on Zoom. If you guys haven't signed up for it, it's on the 12th at 5 p.m. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, 12th.
I might have to message to get the link because you know how Facebook algorithm is. You see somebody saying 1 minute and then next minute's gone.
Well, now on Subto, they don't allow you to post links anymore.
Oh, really?
On the post. Yeah, so when we go to advertise this type of stuff, they don't allow us to post links. So now I got to do a call to action, DM me. This is new.
That's why I didn't see the link.
And that's all new?
That's new.
Wow.
Okay, quick question. So let's say you have 2 people here since you're only allowed so many cars and they have bikes. Where do they store their bikes?
Oh, I don't. It's fine if I can utilize
That's
that
what
garage.
I was wondering if that's what you would utilize that for. Possibly.
I can utilize that. They could put it in here. It depends.
Okay.
I have room.
Yeah, because you just wouldn't want to dirty up the outside with it.
Yeah.
For the neighbors.
I want them.
I'm just curious if that's something you would utilize that for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I have flexibility to offer that
Good.
if I want. We have within a 2-mile radius. I have, I think, last time I looked, I think it was like 7 bus stops within a 2-mile radius, walking distance. You know, transit's there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, everything is there. Proximity, job growth. You know, this is a good market. I mean, we're a lot of good employers around here.
Yeah.
You can look up the top employers of each market as well to see who's who hires the most people.
Well, you
Amazon,
Wayfair,
yep.
you got all that.
CSX, Amazon, Wayfair, Walmart's, Lowe's, Home Depot's, all these little grocery stores,
It's
restaurants.
good here. It's
Yeah.
a
It
good
is.
spot.
It
Great
is.
Yeah,
spot.
yeah.
I would have never considered this area before. I did not realize this little pocket existed back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice, right?
No HOA, I mean, really?
No HOA.
Pride of ownership in
Yeah.
here is fantastic.
So when we first got here, Matthew was talking about the property in Tampa and stuff that a friend of his has. So how do you look at are you with the zoning if you end up with like an issue like that you can do a pad split?
So my zoning doesn't change. It's still a residential zoning.
Right.
I'm
so-
not running transient housing out of here.
Right, okay.
So like Airbnb, code enforcement will give you issues because you're running transient housing.
Okay.
You should have either the proper zoning for that,
Right.
or you need to have hotel zoning. Here, the zoning doesn't change.
Okay.
I haven't done any variances or anything. This stays the same. If I have any issues, remember, I'm able to give them a 12-month lease that I signed with Padsplit, right? I've signed a 12-month lease with them. The people who are living here are the members of LLC.
Yeah.
So that's how you bypass that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Now, that's today. What's most likely going to happen, I've been in the Airbnb game since 2015. I was in Airbnb when there was no municipalities had problems with Airbnb. 2015, 2014, no problem. Now, it's all politics driven, right? So what's probably going to happen here, most likely, is politics are going to get into this. They're going to see pad split. And I'm sure there's going to be some type of regulation that ends up coming out because this business model is growing astronomically right now. So who says it doesn't change? I'm sure it will at some point.
Yeah.
You just got to pivot as it goes. So it's really up to you.
He
You
didn't
guys,
do
no,
he didn't
no.
end up doing that?
Ceilings
He
are like
just
this.
did that great.
Yes, yeah.
But you're
You like that? Yeah.
outstanding.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
And you guys got to see the before and after, you know? Yeah. You got to see the before and after. I mean, you pretty much you got to really see this property go from nothing to something.
Yeah.
Like, think about this, another thing too. Like, this is taken down via Subto, 2.8 interest rate. Really, my only extra strategy on this wasn't long-term rental. I would lose money on long-term rental. I can wrap the property or I can go pad split on it,
Right.
right? If I had to go long-term rental in the worst case scenario, because you always want to have like a worst case scenario, I'm okay with losing $100 a month if I had to, because I'd probably lose about $100 a month, maybe break even, maybe. Really, I'd be losing money after you factor in vacancy, capex, etc. I'd be losing money on this deal. So pad split is my best option on this deal, and it's a no-brainer for me. Yeah, the roof's 2019, hot water's new. That's 2018 Tran unit. Those will last 30, 40 years. Yeah, that's a Tran unit. That's, yep.
Good, yeah.
That's a 2008. All the main plumbing supplies have been redone. The only thing that hasn't been redone on this property are the bathrooms, which I did a little reno to them,
Right.
a light cosmetic reno, and the waste lines haven't been done. Other than that, we're good.
It's very similar to what you would do with your assisted living properties, right?
Except for, of course, we will have like a family.
Right, the family area.
Yeah, same concept,
Yeah.
just different avatar. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, same concept, just different avatar. Yeah.
Yes.
Any questions, by the way? Come on, man. I want at least one or two. Yeah. So, guys, don't forget, if you're watching this, subscribe to my channel, The Real Javier Paredes. Check the description below. If you want to see all this packed into one beautiful package, check out our description below. We'll have the pad split mini course for you guys to take advantage of. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and let's keep building together.